Hey guys, LVI Builds back from our LEGO review. Today we're taking a look at my custom LEGO Transformer G1 Springer. So here you can see Springer in his armored car mode, and just like the original toy and character, he's a triple changer who can also turn to a helicopter and a big Autobot robot. So first, just take a look around here at his armored car mode. I'd say it's definitely the messiest of his three modes, but it's still not terrible. He has four wheels and he can roll. He's a bit thin and long, but he looks alright, and holds together fairly well. But anyway, also he has the propeller that we'll use in helicopter mode, and you can take off these parts and connect them to some clips back here. If you want to store them, you can plug in the gun up here, but I'm not going to do that because it's kind of dumb looking. It's mainly just so that you can store it if you want. But anyway, let's get on to his helicopter mode. So, the first thing we want to do here is take his legs and fold them down to extend the rear here. And we want to pull his head up just a little bit just to get it out of the way. So do that on the other side, pull it down. Now we want to take this panel here and fold it out. And do the same on this side. Take this panel and fold it out. Now we want to take this panel back here, little tail fin, and pull that up. And now we want to spin his legs around and get them facing the right way. There we go. And then just connect them and fold back down these panels back here. And we have that part done. So now we want to take his head assembly back here, just kind of fold it down and tuck it out of the way. There we go. And that'll also help lock this section a little bit better. Now what we want to do is take his arms and move them. So, whoops. Broke that a little bit. So anyway, move this out of the way, and that one too. Now we want to fold out his arms and fold down these panels. Do that on the other side and fold down the panels. Now we want to take these parts and I think we have to spin them around. It's been a little while since I've worked on this guy. Yeah, I think so. Take that and spin it around. Just make it a little more streamlined. Take this one, spin it around, and fold it around this way. And here we go. Alright, now we have to fold up his chest a little bit and fold these side panels down. And we'll have to fold these parts out a little bit. Do that on the other side. There we go. And now make sure everything's folded up right. Put them down and take his propellers and hook them onto the top. And here we have Springer in his helicopter mode. And this guy looks really nice as a helicopter. It's a little messy up here in the front from the top, but from most other angles he looks okay. He's nice and wide in the front and narrow in the back, which really helps differentiate him from his truck mode. You can spin the rotor on the top, but it doesn't freely spin just because it's connected by a single stud up there. And overall it looks pretty nice. In the back, the wheels kind of serve as like stabilizing rotors, and you have kind of a big stabilizing fin in the back. And overall it looks good, but now let's get on to what I think is his best mode by far, his robot mode. So let me move the camera up just to get that out of the way. So the first thing we're going to do is take off his rotor. That'll become his weapons in just a little bit. Now we want to flip him up like this, and now take his legs. We want to fold back this panel here, spin around the leg, and fold back a little side panel. And now we want to do that on the other side as well. Fold that around, fold back the side panel, and get that like that. So now fold those down, and he can stand. Now what we want to do, and we move the camera up a little bit, we want to move down his shoulders and fold them down, just get them out of the way a little bit. And we can fold down his forearms. Do the same on the other side. Fold that down. Fold down his shoulders. And fold down his forearms. And flip down this little piece down here. Come his hand. Now we want to take this piece up here, ratchet it down, and get it down into position like that. Then take the little side panels and fold them up like this. There we go. And now do it on the other side. Do that. Now we want to come around to the back, take his head, spin it around, and rotate this whole piece so we can get his head in the right position. Fold down the window and fold down this whole assembly. Now we want to take his arms and fold them up into place like that. Do the same on the other side like that. And here we have Springer in his robot mode without any of his weapons. And so let's move on to those. So we'll put Springer back here, and I'll give you a look over him. He looks good. He's got some nice proportions to him. Here's the rotor blades. So we want to take them off, and they'll become two different swords. And he has a small little pistol, so he can hold the pistol in his hand. It's a pretty insignificant weapon, so I'm just gonna turn him around and store it on his back. And now let's give him his swords, which he's a lot more famous for. The original toy had two swords, but I turned it into one just because they worked out a little easier with the parts that I was using. So there we go. And here we have Springer in his robot mode. And I really like how this guy came out. He's very, very tough looking, very heroic. It looks like a guy that can jump into action at any time. I really like that I was able to use his helicopter blades to turn into swords like his original toy, only this time he has two swords instead of the one big one. He looks really nice. He's got a pretty clean look overall. You can take off the center part of his rotor assembly, and that can turn into a small gun that he can hold. It's pretty small and insignificant, basically just a pistol for him, but it still looks nice, and it makes his back a whole lot cleaner. You know, he's very, very dynamic and clean, and here on the back you can see, got the wheels and stuff hanging out, but overall he looks really nice. Because he has these bigger ball joints down here, he's very sturdy. I don't have to worry so much about the little ball joints breaking on him. And overall, I'm just really happy with this guy. You can see him with all the other Autobots from the '86 movie, at least that I've built at this point, and they look really nice together, make a really good team. And as he should be, Springer is bigger than most of these other characters, except for Ultra Magnus, who I haven't gotten around to yet. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and be on the lookout for more to come in the future. See you next time.